Hi, today we'll be taking a look at the Street Fighter 6 demo with the RTX 3060, Intel 12100F and 16GB of 3600MHz CL17 RAM. As you can see from the video, you should be able to get away with 8GB of RAM in this one. You can probably use a weaker CPU too, but if you're playing on the career mode out in the open world, it's quite heavy on the CPU, so you might find you struggle a bit FPS wise. At least if you're after higher frames, that is. But in my opinion, high frames really aren't that important out in the open world anyway. I'm on Windows 10 Home here, and resizable bar is turned on. I decided to keep the benchmark mainly to the fighting, as that's the most important part to keep a steady FPS here. I've included a few settings here where you can't lock 60 for people who prioritise graphics and would be happy with a custom lock 40 or even a lock 30. But I would recommend playing the game with settings what let you lock 60 FPS, as it's just far smoother and it'll benefit you when playing online, but that's up to you. One thing you will notice in the video is you do get little dips, but it's like in mid-move of like certain special moves, or in the final blow of a fight. So when that happens, you don't really feel it. So it'll say minimum 59 say when I'm calling it a lock 60, but honestly, it doesn't affect the gameplay. I also want to mention that I've used the capture card to record the footage, which is in a separate PC, so there's no extra load on the gaming PC, so you'll get an accurate representation of what FPS you can expect while playing the game yourself. The only downside to this is you will see some screen tearing in the video, but if you keep your eye on the frame time graph and the FPS counter, you'll be able to see how smooth the game plays and spot any stutters. But anyway, that's enough from me, so let's do it. Right, so as you can see, the 3060 has no problem playing this game at all. You can even lock 60 at 4K on the low settings. One thing I will say though is if you want the lock 60 in the cutscenes, it's possible that you might have to turn down the settings a little bit. I'm at 1080p highest in the video here and we're only just holding 60 there. So say at like 1440p highest, you might struggle to get the 60 FPS. Not that I find it massively important, but I thought it's worth mentioning anyway. You might have to lower settings as well if you want 60 FPS in the open world, like 1440p highest probably isn't going to get you there. And even 1080p will probably struggle to lock your 120 FPS there. As you can see at 1080p highest here, I'm well above 60, but it's only a tiny part of the world, so I don't know if it's bigger or what else it might have in it. But either way, the fighting's what's really important, and that's capped at 60 FPS, so I wouldn't worry about it too much myself. Anyway, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it, hope it offered you some value. If you liked the video, please give it a like and subscribe for more. Thanks, bye.